Hi guys, welcome down to Lytham Golf Academy, and this week it is the Open Championship at Carnoustie. So you might be watching this video and it might have already taken place, but one thing you'll notice with the golf course is very firm fairways, green's still fairly receptive, but one of the shots that you'll see a lot of the players playing, even though a lot of people talk about it as Tiger's stinger, is the stinger or the knockdown shot from the tee. So what a lot of the guys are doing is they'll take a more lofted fairway wood. They might carry a 5-wood out in the States where it's a bit more lush. They'll take 5-wood out and they'll put 3-iron, maybe even a 1-iron, depending on their manufacturer, into play to try and get that slightly lower, flatter trajectory, get the ball on the fairway and get the ball running those 50, 60, 70 yards extra. So with a standard shot for a 2-iron, a lot of guys will set up, ball slightly forward, looking for that very, very shallow angle of attack and just a tiny bit of shaft lean as they strike the golf ball, as they would with most long irons. And the shot that's going to give them is a decent height, and depending on how quick they swing it, it'll land a decent distance and maybe run 20, 25, 30 yards. But what a lot of the guys are looking to do with the fairways being firm and with it potentially blowing a little bit is to really reduce that trajectory. So maybe get the ball half, even more than that down. Some of the guys maybe only hitting it kind of 30, 40 foot from the floor. Might cost them a little bit in carry distance, but the wind's not really going to touch the ball. And like I said, when it gets on the fairway, it's really, really going to chase out. And with the rough being thick at links courses, especially this year, you know, if they can keep it on the fairway, not only are getting that distance, but they've then got more control on that second shot. So there's probably one thing they're going to change in setup and a couple of feelings they're going to try and get through their golf swing to reduce that flight. Now, I've got a 2-iron. So there's not loads of loft on this to begin with, but we can see from that first shot I hit, still got the ball at a decent height. So whereas I would normally have the ball forward in my stance, what I'm going to look to do is move the ball more into the center of the stance. That's going to encourage a little bit more downward strike, and it's going to encourage a slight bit more shaft lean, maybe more like I would see with a 7-iron. But I'm also then going to try and really exaggerate that shaft lean and keep as much loft off as I can. And the second feeling I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and keep the hands quite low on the way through before I get through into that final finish. So it is a shot that we need to practice. It's not one of those where you can just watch this video, go out and probably hit perfect stingers all the time. And a lot of you guys might not carry a 2-iron, I'm guessing most of you won't, but you could still hit this shot with whatever your longest iron is in the bag, whether it be 3, 4, 5-iron, keep the trajectory down and get the ball chasing out while the fairways are firm. So let's move that ball back. Let's try and keep the shaft lean as much as possible and keep the hands as low as I can through impact. So let's change the setup and off we go. That's so much lower. Can definitely see how that's not going to fly as far through the air. But again, I just can't see the wind touching that one at all. And I do love that. I've grown up playing a lot of links golf at St Anne's Old Links. So this is a shot I kind of had to learn quite early on as a kid. Obviously a long time ago. But again, ball back in the center. Let's try and keep that shaft lean. And again, let's have another one. And that will run absolutely forever. So guys, try that, you know, see if you can keep that trajectory down. I mean, if you're playing somewhere Parkland, you're probably not going to see the benefit in a shot like that. But if you do get the chance to play links golf or somewhere that is nice and bouncy, make that little alteration in the setup, try and keep that shaft lean off and keep the hands as low as you can for as long as you can in that follow through. And if you can keep that trajectory down, hit lots of good stingers like you're going to see the guys at the Open, and it wouldn't surprise me if the guys up at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the week are the guys who have hit an awful lot of long irons off the tee, getting them in play. So guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it. Comment below, let me know if you've tried this and it's helped. Subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.